Hi, today I'm going to show you how to use the Brother PE550D. All I've done so far is plug it in. It does put us in on this screen here. It's just got designs on it, but this button here where it has a question mark is going to walk you through the steps you need to do things. This is what we're going to do right now, which is threading the machine. This is how to thread the bobbin, which I believe is already done. This is how to insert the bobbin, which I believe is already done. This has something to do with the needle. This is the carriage unit, which is this piece, which we should not be dealing with. This is how to actually get started. So we need to thread the machine. So first things first is it wants this to be pushed up. So just to show you, that's what it looks like down. This is what it looks like up. Then it wants to make sure our needle is up. So I'm going to press this needle button. Oh, the needle is down now. So I'm going to press it again to make sure it's up. And then it wants us to deal with this, which is the thread. So we need to put the thread on so that the thread is coming out from underneath towards us, like that. And then put this stopper on, which keeps the thread from popping off of that stick. Okay, here's where it gets a little bit complicated, okay? So, and I'm gonna try to do this with one hand because I'm gonna be holding the computer while I do it. So, there are numbers on top of this. We are going to be following the solid line. So this dotted line here is how to thread the bobbin. That's not what we're doing. We are using the solid line. So if you get confused, you can always just follow that or the instructions on the computer, or I mean on the machine. So first things first, you have to go underneath this little silver piece. I did not get it that time. Goodness. You're gonna go. Okay, got it. Then around this, so it shows to go around this piece. This is where the dotted line and the solid line start to look different. Oh no, I got caught on something. So this takes us, pull this back out. I think I went the wrong direction. Okay, so number 2 is to go in this piece. Got a lot of thread going on. If you get too much thread going on, you can always just cut it, which is what I'm going to do. I don't want to get confused. Number 3 here is to kind of go up underneath this. Number 4, I think, is the most complex part. There's this little silver piece in there you just got to get hooked on. Number 5 is going to take you back down here. And here's where it gets a little complicated. The 6, which I can always, this is the steps on here, we'll walk you through it. And that. It says to press this button. And that just locks the machine. And then you're going to wrap it around this, which this part is a little tricky. So right in here, there's like a stick with the little black knob on the end. That has a little hook in front of it that you need to hook the thread into, which I have done. And then you go, and so there's not a 6 on the machine. It's, well, there is a 6 on the machine, but it's like etched into metal. So look for that. The 7 is on a piece of plastic, but it's etched in there. So you're going to go through the 7. And then the 8 is there's like a little blade on the side of the machine over here to cut your thread to the right length. did that. And then you push that down. And then this button, this is kind of like a thing on the side, should thread your needle for you. Hey, my needle. Oh, don't pull it out. That would be the worst. I pulled it out. Cool. Good job. Sometimes that happens because it like looks like knotted. So if that happens, you just go through the last couple of steps again. Oh. Interested. Did it that time. And then you lift the needle back up and your needle has been threaded. Okay. And you're good to go. So that is how you thread the machine. All right, now that we have gotten this machine threaded, we're going to use this guy and some stabilizing material to get our files onto our machine or onto our stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the middle piece out of the embroidery ring. You're going to take your material, whatever that is. I'm just using an old t-shirt. You're going to put the stabilizer in first. That literally just stabilizes your material. Then you stretch your shirt across or whatever it is that you are embroidering. And then there are little symbols. So this has like a triangle and so does the embroidery ring. You just need to match those up, the symbols. And then you do need to get it in there pretty tight. However, sometimes it's hard and you have to make sure there's no wrinkles. There's lots to the embroidery machine. So what I've done here is I've got the stabilizing material on the back. It's not quite all the way in, is it? And there's not like wrinkles. The front, same thing. There's a couple of wrinkles, but it just happens. And I've got it so that I can now slide this in here. Apparently. There we go, lock it in. And then you just make sure that none of the material is in the way. So then on the machine, so I have downloaded my file as a DST file. I'm going to press this button in the bottom right corner, and then my file is right here. I feel like it just turned off. It did just randomly turn off. Oh, it did it again. Okay. All right, I had a bad file apparently. So I'm going to click this file. So if I click the bad file, it's going to shut down on me again. So I'm going to click a new file I just found online. So hit set, and then it makes the design on there. You can move it. Like I want it up here. You can resize it. So you can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. You can rotate it. Then you click edit end. And then there's this button that says embroidery. And then there is a needle button. And you put the needle down. And it's going to get started. It's working. It says it's going to take 8 minutes. I'm going to pause you. It just popped up and said finished embroidering. So I'm going to, oh, no. Pause that. Needle position button to raise the needle. Okay, sure. No, that's not the needle position button. So, well, I messed up, but okay. So what you do is you're gonna raise the thing, you pop it, pop it out, and so I messed up, but just with how to end it, it should automatically cut. So this is the end, and then you can loosen it with this guy so that it pops out easier. And then you don't want this paper, but it has a lot going on, but you can just rip it out. And like some of the paper will stay because it's in there pretty good, but you have an embroidery. Woohoo! And then you're done. Good job.